welcome back. I got feedback, hang on. All gone. Oh, where did I get it from? Hi guys, so I've got Linda and Loretta. Hi, thanks for dropping in. Loretta's really tired too, so we've got some tired ones today. So I decided to, I was doing some hex swatches for my polys and prismas. Okay. Whoops, nearly lost it all. So yeah, I've been doing these. I've done the Prismacolor one and I'm just filling out this one, and I was getting kind of bored and I thought I might just start on this diamond painting, and thought I'd check to see if anyone else was around and wanted to chat. So, diamond painting came from Nikki Burnette off her website. I've put all the links in the description in case you wanted to have a look. I'm doing this one. I picked it because I thought there was a lot of purple in it, but it turns out it's actually more blue than purple. Linda just asked where I got the container from. This one I got from Spotlight. It came in a box like this, so I can close and open the box. There were 6 in there. And these ones, which I actually like better, I got off eBay, and the first set I got off Wish actually, and I got a second lot off eBay. Hi Randy, thanks for dropping in. Hi Tan Philly. Excuse me, coughing. So yeah, so these are awesome. I had to put some of them because it's a huge painting. I didn't want to put all these into individual containers because it would have taken up all of them, so I've left the larger lots just in Ziploc bags for now. Once they start to reduce down a bit, I'll put them in these as well. These ones take a little bit more than these ones do, but they're a little bit of a pain because the little diamantes get stuck underneath here when you're filling them, so it's a bit of a pain. But I've already sorted them all out into individual containers because otherwise that would have been boring. Well, this is going to be boring enough just watching this. So yeah, the charts are really good. They're I'm going to do a review on them. They're another product from Sandy Elnock. She did the Copic hex chart, and now she's added Prismacolor, Polychromos, and also Luminance, but I don't have all the Luminance, so I didn't bother getting that yet. But if she ever does a Pablo one, I'll be doing that. So this kit came from Nikki Burnette herself, so I've popped all the links in the description. At the moment she's doing them through personal message, so you need to message her with your details and she'll give you her PayPal details, and then it'll get shipped out. So she told me it would take about 4 weeks and ended up taking only a few weeks, and it's a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be too, so it is quite large. I don't remember the actual size, but it's pretty big. This is just like the top corner, and it's all rolled up in a ball here, and it's pretty big, so you can see how big that is once it's unrolled. It's going to take forever, so I thought I might as well just get started on it. I have a few others going, but I wanted to give this one a go. So yeah, here I am. Sunday afternoon here in Australia. It's pretty crappy weather outside. It's not raining or cold or anything, it's just overcast. Now the if you haven't done one of these before, it's just like a canvas material, and it's got this like sticky glue on it, and what you actually do is stick the diamonds onto the glue in the spots where it actually says. So I've done one tiny little one there, which was a letter, I don't know, I. And it looks like most of these are going to be the same color, so that's not too bad. What I normally do is I cut little smaller pieces of the backing paper so that I can keep it nice and clean, and I just fold back the area that I'm actually going to be doing. And I work on one area at a time, which makes it a little bit easier, and it seems to sort of go quicker when you work on it like that. So yeah, I'm gonna play. So it came with tweezers, a tray. This stuff here is like a wax, it's called mud, and it came with this single drill tool. Well, it's called a drill, so drill mud, and you put the diamonds on with that. But I'm not going to use this one. I actually have, because I've done so many, I brought some different size drills. So the end of this side does all of the individual ones, and these ends hold different amounts. So when you're doing a larger area, this is awesome. Sometimes the area is not quite as big as this, so I'll go for this one, and then this one's a 3 one, so it puts 3 down at a time, which is handy too. So makes it a lot quicker and saves doing just one at a time, which can get pretty tiring. So looks like I'm starting with one of these colours, and I'm just going to scoop a few out into my little tray. Woohoo! Probably too many. I want to be able to space them out a little bit into lines, so you can see how they're starting to form into lines. Just tap it around a little bit to get that to go. And I'm just going to start putting them on. There's a couple of different tray types. There's ones with little things, there's one with an end on it, and this one doesn't have an end on it, so I can't accidentally tip them out, which is probably a good thing for me because I can seem to tip them out all the time. Just move those out of the way. Alright. So I'm going to get started. I haven't filled up the mud into the drill yet. I have a one here that I've already started. But that's actually wider, so I might use that for the big one. I took it all out because I haven't used them properly for a little while, and it was all dried up and it had dirt in it. And cat hair, because the cat likes to pick them up and chase and carry them, I should say, around the house. So yeah, I'm just going to fill this one. It's just try and put enough in there to fill it so that it's nice and flat. There's a little bit of extra on there. I'll just get that off. This is like my 20th diamond painting. I've done so many of them. Just flattening it off. The wax, if there's excess wax, it'll just come off on the beads, and you just pull it off or wipe it off later. One thing I did find out, I laid a piece of paper on top of one of these, and the paper got completely stuck. It was a complete accident. But I just used a damp cloth and wiped over and wet the paper, and then it just rolled off. So it actually cleaned off all of the paper residue, and then when it dried, it was still sticky, so that was good. So something to keep in mind. Hi Tammy. No, it's not my first. This is probably my 10th, maybe. I've done quite a few. I'm still finishing a mermaid that I've almost finished, and I have a 5-piece one that I'm doing, and I've done 1 piece of it, so started. So yeah, I've got little boxes of diamonds everywhere. Just filling up all my tools with the mud, and I'm just doing the single ones as well, so if whatever one I pick up I can still use, so I don't have to find the one that's got the single on it. Okay. Oh, you've got a Zelda. I love Zelda. One of my favourite video games of all time, actually. I'm actually buying a refurbished Wii so that I can play my games again, because my Wii broke. So I've got Z. I'll just zoom in because we don't need to be so far away now. Preparing. You can't really read what's there, but I can, so that's good. I'm going to use the largest one because this area here's got about 10. Just do that. Zelda's awesome. It was the best game ever invented. My husband and I used to buy the walkthroughs, and we would sit for hours playing, collecting all the things that you're supposed to collect. I didn't push that down properly. It's because it's new mud, it just needs to be pushed down a little bit to get it. That's better. But yeah, we used to love it. A bit shaky to start with. I just use the end just to neaten it up if I go over the lines, especially with those bigger ones. Usually they're pretty good. That's it. Definitely, Laura. Hi, Laura, by the way, and hi, Sharon. It's definitely age appropriate. As long as you don't have little ones around that can eat the diamonds. But yeah, definitely very easy to do. It takes a long time, so it's time consuming, and you need a little bit of concentration for it. But the images that you get at the end are beautiful. Like, I've got a couple already done. I was going to grab one, but I've actually done a review of the diamond painting, so that's one of them that I did. It was an aurora type image. And I keep slipping here. I think it's the mud is still too new, so it's sticking into the tool too much. So I've got this little guy I've already finished, but this is a part of a 5-part painting. But when they're finished, they look really pretty. Nice and shiny, glittery. So that'll have another 5 sections to it, and it goes up on the wall in 5 parts. And this is a mermaid that I'm currently doing. You can kind of see her hair and her tail there. And the water. Hard to see in the camera angle there. She has got shells on the front of her, so she's not naked. I've started on her face up here as well. That's actually nearly finished, so there's only like a tiny little section of that to do. I didn't know there was any Heather Valentine ones. This one's from Nikki Burnette, so she's an artist who does colouring books as well. So this is one of the images. I actually coloured this image, but that's not my version of it. That's her version of it, obviously. But yeah, it's pretty. So this is, oh, there you go, 60 by 80, so it's massive. So yeah, it's going to take me a long time to do. I've got diamonds everywhere already, and I've just started. So down here there's like a 4. They're staticky, they're sticking to me. Just cleaning off my tool, it's just getting stuck. There's a 4 section just down here. I might need static spray for my tool. I actually quite like the 3 too, he's pretty clever. If you're going to be doing a lot of them, it's definitely worth having these tools. And having a tray that doesn't have a big bump in it. Just going to the bigger one because it they keep falling out and bumping out, so I think there's a bit of a dip in it, and when I push down it pops back up again. So obviously, being the first one, I'm not really into the groove of doing it yet. So once I start to get into it, it'll be a little bit smoother. What are you colouring at the moment, Loretta? The kits do have everything that you need normally, generally. I say that because sometimes they make mistakes, don't they, Linda? But yeah, generally they have a tool, the diamonds, everything with it. You can get cheaper ones. Linda and I both had some issues with company that hasn't given us the right type of, or the right amount of diamonds. So I had 3 different images that had beads missing, or one set of beads missing in each. So it's been pretty frustrating. And because most of the companies are in China, it's hard to get anything out of them. Yeah, I always check them first. That's the first thing I usually do. But Linda, her actual diamonds were for the wrong sized image. So yeah, and it wasn't evident until she started doing it. But yeah, pain. But this one came, so because it goes directly through her, she orders them from a company, and then they get made up and sent out. I've got mud stuff everywhere. As I said, because it's new and I've just filled them, they haven't been indented properly yet, so they're still breaking in. Oh, AliExpress. Oh, Sharon, you got it, did you? Best book. Yeah, Momo Girl's beautiful too. Well, I caved in and brought some pan pastels, so it's been one of those weeks. So this, the diamond paintings that I've done in the past, I've gone through diamond painting 3D, I think it's called, or 3D diamond painting. I have done a review, so if you can find it on my channel somewhere. And the place where I've been recommending people to get their paint by numbers, I had a chat with him to see if I could maybe get him to have them in his store, but not yet. We can make subtle suggestions, but yeah. Yeah, I've done a few in Serene already. I haven't actually physically coloured in the book yet. I've got a A3 scanner, so I scanned the images, and I've done the ones I have done. I've done on other paper, but I'll probably never actually fill out the book. I'll probably do them all on individual sheets. They're just so big and they take up so much time. But I just finished my first Momo Girl image. It came out so cute. So I just had a few single ones out in here amongst all those, so I had to use a single side. Yeah, Momo Girl, I scanned it, but I did actually do it in the book. In the end, because I figured other people are going to be doing that anyway. If I want to do one in marker, I'll have to copy it, because you can't put marker on that one, it goes through the page. Just got some mud on my diamond there. You can call me butter. Love it. Bye Tammy, thanks for dropping in. I just thought I'd go live to save sitting here by myself doing it. Oh, got bits of stuff everywhere. I got to see Heather live last night for a little bit. She was on before Sammy went on. She was being a bit naughty last night. Good laugh. Bang, crash, bump. I like the noise it makes when they all clip together. I am making a mess. It's stuff going everywhere. I had my middle daughter, she went and did all the little stickers for me because I had so much trouble drawing them. She did really well. She did better than what I would have done, that's for sure. I always miss Sammy. It's unfair. Too late for me. It's not the same rewatching it either because you know, you're missing out on the live fun. Got Shadow sitting next to me. She hasn't said boo yet. Gee, they really aren't settling down for me this time. Oh, good. She's good company when she's not meowing and wanting me to touch her. She's the funniest cat you've ever seen. She's so temperamental. She won't let us pick her up. She only likes to be patted when she wants to be patted. It's quite funny. She's quite a character. We've all got used to having scratched hands and arms. She's still like a kitten, and that's what Bengals are like. That wild tiger in them. Very temperamental. Yeah, no, mine's doesn't. She does her own thing. She's got her own very big personality. She's always the centre of attention in our house. I have a puppy, but well, she's not really a puppy, she's about 15 years old now. Maltese Shih Tzu, and she's more like a cat than my cat is. And she doesn't even play fetch either. It's weird. But my cat Shadow likes to play fetch, so... Oh, cute. Yeah, a lot more when she was younger, because the kids were younger. We used to roll up balls of foil, and she'd actually chase them around and bring them back to you. So every time you opened a chocolate bar or something with foil in it, she'd be there at your feet waiting for a little ball of foil to be thrown. She also sits too, so if she wants something, she'll come and sit. You tell her to sit and she'll sit. It's weird. We used to have more than one cat, but not anymore. I don't think I could handle having more than one now, only because she's a handful. Whoop. Do that with my pencils, throw them around. Tiger, cute. I had a cat called Tigger. Tiggerus, we called her, actually. And Shadow is Princess Shadow, but obviously she gets Shadow. Kind of boring with the one colour all the time, but should have started right in the middle. I still can go right in the middle, actually. Find some colour. Doesn't really matter where you start, as long as you don't sort of lean on it too much after they're done, because they can pop back off again. Not careful. You need to put like a book or something on each section when you finish it too, to make sure that they are set into that sticky glue. A Tigger or a tiger? Used to love Tigger and Pooh Bear. Reminded me of me. Bouncing around, jumping off the walls. Or sleeping constantly. Got a 3 there. Okay, a 2. I find myself counting when I'm doing this. It's definitely shows my OCD. They're sticking to me. Oh, the Pooh Bear movie. I haven't actually seen it. They own sometimes when you, because I'm moving mine often, sometimes I'll lose 1 or 2. I'll just have to re-put them in later. And sometimes when it gets so tight and the whole area is full, if you get one that's slightly larger, it might not fit in and sit down properly, so I have to replace it with one that's a little bit smaller, because they're not all exactly the same shape, unfortunately. They should be, but they're not. So when you're putting on areas like this where there's no others down, there's no sort of issue, but when you start to fill them in, that's when you can tell if they're odd shaped or not right. Still trying to get rid of mud off this one. It's just leaking out the sides. I'm nearly done with this section. I think that's another reason why I like to do it in sections like this, is because then I'm not using all the same colour over the whole picture first, and I'm not bored with that one. And you can start to see it come together when you do it piece by piece rather than the other way. And it makes it feel more accomplished when you're finished. You'll have to show me, Linda. I don't have any tattoos. My husband has drawn me one, but I still don't have it. It's not finished, apparently. Okay, I think I've finished with all the Zs up the top there. You'll never guess what other colours here. They're all T's. T, 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 T. And then they're all I's. There's a couple of random colours in this little bit here, so that's good. I'll do them next. Definitely quicker being able to lay more than one down. I do that with my car, Loretta. I click the lock button, and as I'm walking away, I'll always click it again for some reason, just to make sure I haven't forgotten it. It's funny when you do stuff like this, you dream about it at night. It's all you can think about when you go to sleep, so end up dreaming about diamond painting. Or swatching. I like to do paint by numbers. I also have done a few of my own acrylic paintings, and I like watercolor painting, which I'm doing a course in at the moment. But yeah, I like anything crafty, arty. Hi Randy, thanks for coming. Nighty nighters. Hope you feel better. Yeah, there's nothing worse. Going around here at the moment. Actually, two of mine, younger two, have had it, so hope I don't get it. These are like little shapes with, let me see if I can find them. I think that's it there. There we go. There's like 3 of this colour in there, and it's part of the cloud, I think, but just put a couple of those on. A little bit brighter blue than the others. Didn't grab one then. That sort of section's done. That's cool. Move over a little bit. Paint by numbers are cool. My paint by numbers video is actually my most watched video on YouTube at the moment. It's got over 25,000 views already. I'm glad that it has, because it took me forever. Just going to scoop some out of the bag here. Probably too many, but yeah, Linda, yours is looking really good. Hi Melissa. They are relaxing. The only thing is I have trouble with my back. I just get such a sore back. And neck from looking down all the time. I've got eye now. Eye. And there's loads of them. My container's a bit too full. The only thing about these ones is they've got that little go, go, go. I didn't cut that very straight either. I'll just go there. Look at that, I did a whole line at once. That's why I liked a big one. Much less time. Just making sure these are nice and neat, because that one went on a bit wonky. Go away. Prismas annoy me too. Those color charts I was doing, the it's like they're really like they just don't lay down sometimes very well. It's strange. Some of them are really nice and smooth, and others are just not very consistent. They frustrate me. Oops, that was a bit on the wonky side. I'm just pushing them down as I go to make sure they're all down. Yeah, the charts are really good. I've got one for my Copics, and it really helped me figure out what Copics I probably could fill into the spaces or gaps. So it was really helpful when I probably actually only have a few that I want to fill in, and I want to get some neons. But yeah, it was really helpful. It's good because you can see what colours sort of go with the colour that you've chosen and get some nice blends out of it. Oh, I went a bit down too low there. Just push them all aside and on in. I was going to move it away from me then because I keep bumping it, but it's just easier to have them sitting there. One little corner done. This is a great hobby to do with my friend and I. When we hang out, we've got nothing to do, we'll pull one of these out and do it together. One does the one side and one does the other. I've had 3 people working on it at once to try and get one finished. Good fun. Laugh and talk while we're doing it. I always bump the tray, and quite often I'll do this, well, maybe not with this larger one, but the smaller ones, I'll actually sit on the couch, and I've got a board, and quite often I'll knock the little tray and it'll fall all down the side of the couch, and I'll be sitting there picking them out for hours. It's happened a few times. When I do it at the kitchen table, they end up on the floor, and the kids will walk in and, you know, it'll dig into their slippers, and they'll lift their foot up, and they've got coloured diamantes all over their feet. Great fun. Actually, sometimes I'm surprised that I've actually got enough because I lose so many. Speaking of cats, I had one of those rubber pencil grips on here because my finger just there, I've got a bit of a corn or callus, whatever you call it, arthritis, but holding it I was getting sore fingers, so I put a little rubber thing on there. But Yeah, I found that the next day all over the floor, ripped up to pieces. My cat loves anything that's made of foam. So have you guys ever heard of Nerf guns? They're like a kid's foam thing that with a little foam dart in it. We have to hide them from her because she eats them, like physically chews them up and eats them. She's just a horror. So yeah, all of my little rubber grips have gone. You know how you can get like ear plugs that are made of that foamy stuff? She eats them. We have to be careful of those. She even eats my son got one of those they're like sticky sort of jelly rubber toys where you know, throw them and they stick to things and they slowly worm their way down. They're like a little rubber with sticky. It kind of reminds me of this actually. But yeah, she eats that. You have to hide it everywhere. She just will eat it. It's weird. She's got a little rubber worm that she chases around. It's so funny. But yeah, who would have thought? A rubber. Crazy cat. It's like catnip to her. It's weird, isn't it? How there's one thing that they really like and no matter what, they seem to end up getting it. Very clever they are. Getting that section done pretty quick. Imagine sitting there putting all those diamonds on individually. I watched you know how they do the infomercial ad things? I watched, they did like a thing on these diamond paintings and she did it all with freaking tweezers. Tweezers! Oh my gosh. I was just watching it going, why is she doing that? Like, crazy person. I struggle with tweezers, just doing normal things with them. They're so tiny and things slip out of them. It's weird. I'm getting a little bit of wax built up there. Cats are weird. I agree. So Nikki Burnette's actually been doing one of these. I think she's actually nearly finished it. I don't know if she did finish it or not actually. Maybe she has. But yeah, I liked hers too. I couldn't decide which one to get because I quite like some of her images. I haven't coloured anything from her for a long time. I've got like 4 of her books. So that'd be one of those unloved books that doesn't come out often. So hard when you've got everything on PDF. You forget what you've got sitting there. I need like an index book, you know, that reminds me what I've got. I did ask her that, Sharon. I was like, oh my god, you must be living and breathing that. Actually, I did one a while ago and came back to doing some colouring and I couldn't figure out how to hold the pencil because I'd been doing this for so long. Their brain was like, hang on, muscle memory changed. I'm coming into the smaller sections now. I'm going to change to the smaller one. On your face. She's sitting on your face. Mine came up to me this morning and she was just clawing at the blanket trying to get underneath behind my back. And then she gets in and she claws behind my back. It tickles like hell, but it's cute. She likes to get under the blanket. I quite often roll over and wake up with her sitting in my face. Or she'll come and sit on our pillow right next to our head. It's funny. Ah. Loretta, I decided I'm going to do the whole Christine Karen grayscale colouring book, and I thought that it was a good idea to print out the pages that I hadn't done yet. But when I printed them out, there are so many. Hang on. I thought I had done a fair bit, but apparently I haven't. It's a long way to go, and I think it's scary doing it like that. I don't think I'll do that again, because I'll look at it and go, oh, there's all that to do still. I'll get there. I love this particular book. It's the grayscale one's really pretty. I have a couple of the line art images, and if you're in her group, she does like a weekly challenge thing where she gives you a colour palette, and if you do an image with the colour palette, you get a prize at the end. So I've been getting a couple more line images, which is good. Not that I've had time to do any. I've never completed a book, so good job, Sharon. You've done well. I've done quite a few of Jasmine Beckett's first book, but nowhere near finished it. Actually, it's been a while since I did a line art of Jasmine's. Maybe it's time to do one of those. They're really wonky on that lot. That didn't work. Try that again. Fill my tray up a bit more again. Oh, something's going on outside. I can hear noise. Okay, I'm not having much luck with this 4, 5, 6 one, whatever it is. They keep falling off. I got this cute little one off Wish, and it's really quite a pain because there's no one too many. There's no single tool on the end of it, which makes it really hard to sort of line things up and make sure they're nice and straight when you're finished. So I don't use it. It's really cute. It lights up. Let's see if I can find it. I'm not talking to you, Shadow. Can you see that? But it's only got the one end and it lights up. See there? But I was putting them down and then I was having to grab another tool to make sure they were all lined up, and it was driving me nuts, so hence why I'm not using that one. It's funny how you get these gimmicky things and they're just not right. You think, yeah, that looks good, that'll make my life easier. No, not always. These areas are getting smaller and smaller now. Bye Sharon, thanks for dropping in. Keeping me occupied for an hour and a half or so. Yeah, they're not too bad. I'm on a bit of an angle, so the light's kind of allowing me to see them quite well here. I'm kind of leaning over in my chair a bit, laying down almost. So yeah, I can see them quite well on this angle. I have seen the little light box things that you can get for them. You put the light underneath and you can see through. Be handy coming up to when you've nearly finished and there's, you know, you're not sure if you've got all the spots or not. I've got a light box, so I could probably give that a go and see what it's like. I have a husband that makes things. So if I need anything gadgety like that, I just ask him and he'll make it for me. So I've got a light box made of an old light sign. Magnifying glass. I've got a piece. Actually, I have got a magnifying one. Where would it be? No idea where it is, but it's a magnifier. It's around like this, and it's got a stand, and it's got a light on it too, so you can look through it, but I find it annoying. Another gadget that actually was given to me, so I didn't buy that one. I think I'm getting down to the individual ones now. Again. This one's going to take me forever, I think. I think I'll be doing this when I'm 80. 40 years in the desert, that'll be this. Just to I've got to move position now. They're all the single ones are right in the middle of just move that up here, I think, and I'm holding it so I don't bump it. That one's upside down. Almost finished with this colour, yay! And then I'll move down and there'll be more. No! So what's everyone working on at the moment? Hello! Oops, look, I just did it. I spilt them. Damn. There we go. Coleridge. I'm thinking of doing a pop manga mermaid next. I don't know, I think I need a marker fix. I might have to do some marker. Anyone else working on anything? We're all falling asleep here. This is so boring. Boring. Was this all swatching? Just going to fill in that line down the side there. And my paper's in the way. I cut it on a little bit of an angle, so I couldn't quite get a full square in there. That one's got, it's a weird colour. I've got a dodgy pile. A CH book? What's that? Oh, you're painting, Linda? What's CH? Am I missing something there? CH book. Looks a bit wonky. Just pushing them more towards the front a bit more. Oh, Creative Haven. Can we get those here in Australia? Does anyone know who's here? I've never seen them. I know you can go to their website and you can, you know, order or subscribe or whatever and they come out, but I don't know if can you buy them anywhere else? Funny, I thought I was nearly finished with these silly eyes, but I keep finding them. I think I'm done. T. Yeah, you know what? I'll find one later. Book depository. Ah. Okay. I had a book from Low from Book Depository. It was really quick. And last time I ordered from Book Depository it took forever, so maybe it depends on what you get. Okay, I need tea. A cup of tea would be good too, but the letter T. Well, Book Depository deliver to Australia, so I guess. I just thought they look like they're a magazine. Like, I just wondered if maybe we could get them here in a newsagents or something. This is a pretty colour. It's a really pale green, I think. Blue. I don't know, but it's off-white. Maybe it's grey. These little cloud bits, so could be grey. Oh, there we go. They all clipped together then, didn't they? I'm pushing them out and around now. I'm straightening them up, I think is what I'm trying to say. It's alright. You should hear me when I'm trying to record videos. It's funny as. One day I'll just leave in all my mistakes and you'll have a good laugh. You'll get Bugs Bunny and Porky Pig and all sorts of things coming in those videos. Bleep, bleep, bleep. Just going into all of these gaps now. You can hear them, they're nice and tight. So this is where, if they're not the right shape, that you might not push them down quite enough and they can pop off. If it's not even. So this is a full drill image too. You can get ones where you just do part of it. I don't think they're as effective. They don't look as nice. But obviously, if you don't want to spend as much time on it, that's something you could do. Hi, Nick. Do an outtake. Do you know how many burps I get on video? My kids, I'll walk past and burp. It's like, what? I could have a whole outtake thing of just burping in the background. Horrible. So yeah, you'll hear me go, what did you do that for? I'm recording. Every 5 minutes. Yeah, it's funny. I could have one of the cat, actually. The Patreon video that I just did for the I think it might have been the Heather Valentine one. I'm trying to talk and she's going psycho in the background, running through her little tunnel thing which makes noise, and all you can hear is what sounds like a chip packet being opened for 10 minutes. So frustrating. Or I'm almost finished what I'm about to say and somebody says something or moves in the background. You guys are all quiet. Are you asleep? Are you awake? I haven't even finished this corner yet. It's only been an hour. You can see how 60 by 80 centimeter picture is going to take me a long time. How big is the section I'm doing now? Let me have a look. Got my ruler. Oops. I'm doing it's inches. A 10 centimeter by 5 centimeter, and it's taking me an hour. So someone who's good at maths can figure that out, how long it would take me to do the whole lot. Oh, no, we don't want that one in there, it's round. There you go, I got a round one. You see that? It's hard to see in the camera, but it's round. So this one's a square. Oops, throwing them around. Square one, round one. Dodgy pile. So some you get are round, so I don't know, they don't sit together as well, but name that burp. 9 times out of 10 it's my son. Oh, actually the oldest has done it too, so yeah, I could do that. Who was that? Oh dear. Loretta. That's me yelling at Shadow. Sometimes she'll just sit in the other room and meow really loudly down to here, like, come and play with me, and I'm like, Shadow, shut up. I had my mum and my sister here one day when I was doing a live video, and it was really distracting because they were whispering in the background and I could hear them whispering. I'm like, shh, trying not to let on that they were there. No patience, Kathy, no patience. I just get bored easily. I like to do little sections so that I feel like I've accomplished something at the end of a 2-hour session. You know? I don't feel like I've done nothing. I think I'm going to start getting the larger tool out now. I've filled in a lot of these little gaps. Yeah. No, they're not. It actually wasn't what I thought it was going to be either. No, they're plastic diamonds. Actually, they're not even diamonds, they're squares. I totally agree there. It is interesting. They come out really pretty in the end. Yeah, when they want to work properly. Back to filling in the gaps up in this corner. So just clicking because I'm pushing the other diamonds out of the way so I can get them in nice and square. And that one's not going to fit. Oh, there we go. Make sure that's pushed down nicely, otherwise it might pop back off again. Let's attempt a big section again. I'm gonna go sideways. Yay! Nope. That one there is a dodgy one. I attempted it, but one of them was wrong. A prisma. What? Oh no! I have actually had that happen. I don't buy them from, yeah, no, don't, yeah. I got this one from Nikki Burnette. She does colouring books. And she had some of her pages or her artworks turned into diamond paintings, so that's where this one came from. I guess it's kind of good getting it from, it cost me a lot more than what the other ones had cost me though in the past. But excuse me, I'm just spilling them again. It's Linda. So it's L. Ryan. It's hard when we all have these other names to know and remember. I actually have been introducing myself on my videos now because I think people call me Faith, and that's actually my daughter's name, so I do try to introduce myself now. I got my original ones from 3D Diamond Painting, I think it was called. the first few that I got were really good, and then I got 3 that on my second order I did. There was 3 that didn't have the correct amount of diamonds in them, and I still haven't been able to receive the diamonds, which is a little frustrating. But majority of the ones I've got from there have been alright. I'm not sure where Nikki Burnette gets these done. That looks a bit wonky. By the time I finished, you won't be able to tell. Oh, I got another round one. Dodgy. Look. So the tools, this is called a drill. This is the one that came in this pack, which doesn't have an end on it. Just a single drill, and this is a multi-drill, so it's got a single on the other end, and this end it holds multiple amounts. There's different sizes. So I've actually done quite a few, so I've ordered these separate, so I've got different sizes to work with. Otherwise doing these bigger ones would drive you crazy doing individual ones all through. So that's called a drill, and this is called a full drill, which means the whole image is covered with the diamantes. And you can get like half drill where they do a part of the picture in the diamonds. I was just saying that I don't think they look as effective as these ones. But if you're wanting to do something quicker, then obviously that's something that you could do. Also there's ones with round diamonds like that, and there's ones with square. And the little tool has some wax, which I've been picking out since I refilled them. Comes in like a little thing like that, and the wax goes into there, and then the diamantes stick into it. Sometimes. A wheel? Oh, so you roll them on. That sounds pretty cool. You'd need more space though to do that, wouldn't you? You'd have to do that in a larger tray. I did see that Nikki Burnette was saying that she had a thing on her website where you could get bigger drill trays. But yeah, every time I order one I get a tray, so you should see there's like hundreds of these things laying around my house. Also these tools, I've got a bag full of them now. You really only need, you know, one set. Why is that not looking very even there? What have I done? I think I've moved them across too much. Just make room in there. So one of the diamantes must have been bigger and it's just pushed the rest out. Try and find a smaller sized one to fit in there. So yeah, they're not supposed to be all different shapes, but they are. They're not all exactly the same. They are really pretty. I did a review of one really early somewhere on my channel. I did a review of them and I showed the finished one there. But I was just showing a couple that I've done. This is a part of a 5-piece one. I'm actually just zoom out a little bit there. There you go. So there's like another section exactly the same size as this that goes on the very end. So this is the end part of the image, and then there's like another section that's bigger, so it kind of sits out. And then there's one big, large, long one in the middle of them, so it kind of looks even. But yeah, it's quite pretty. I was actually given that by 3D Diamond Painting. They gave it to me, 5-piece picture, so that was nice. They didn't send me my spare diamonds though. Kathy, no, she doesn't like to be touched, so she'll just sit at my legs and annoy me, and she's really loud, obviously. There's another circle one. So yeah, she doesn't climb on my work, thankfully, and when she does, she gets into trouble. But there's not a lot of room here on my desk for her to jump up on. I've got computer, 2 screens, you know, the mic, all my pencils, all at the moment diamonds all over the bench, so there's not a lot of room for her to jump up and get in my way, which is good. And she's snoring loudly in the background now, so but yes, I was just saying earlier about the diamonds. I was sitting on the couch and I lost a whole, I always do it, lose a whole tray of diamantes down the side of my couch. That one's some of them are really like that. It's not even a diamond, it's just a bit of plastic. And I just noticed there was one there that it's actually concave to inward, so it's not, it's really hard to see on that angle, but it's like, it's really, really thin and it's kind of curled in on itself, so I won't be able to stick that down, it won't stick. That happens every now and then, or you get a discoloured one, or there's another one. I must have got a dodgy batch. And there's a round one. I'm not having much luck. Goodness me. I can't get the round one out now. Ah! Last one. Getting into those really tight spaces now. There we go. You can kind of feel when they're not tucked down. I get numb fingers from rubbing my fingers over there though. Oh, I've got a white one there. Shadow is black. She's a black Bengal. She was supposed to be silver coloured, but she's got a melanistic deformity which makes her all black. You can still see her spots and stripes underneath her black fur, but they're not as prominent as what they are with a silver Bengal. So yeah, she's pretty, one of a kind. So yeah, having the melanistic thing is supposed to be pretty rare, but it doesn't make them worth anything because Bengals are usually bred for show cats, so they usually have to have nice prominent markings. There's actually a video on my channel of Shadow talking to me, doing some silly things, one of the videos as well. It's actually one of my first videos, so if you sort the videos out oldest to newest, it should come up first. She's so cute. Oh, don't say that. I'll start clenching my teeth. Yeah, she is pretty. She's a bit of a princess, I tell you. But yeah, she talks to me like that all the time. I'll just say, you know, where are you, Shadow? And she'll, you know, you ever heard of Bear in the Big Blue House? It was a kids' TV show anyway. There's a character in it called Shadow, and he walks around going, Shadow, where are you, Shadow? And she's just looking at me now. And you know, she'll come and talk to me. She's a bit of a chatterbox. She talks to the birds as well. It's funny, quite funny. Hubby got a video of her talking to the birds, and he snuck up behind her and tapped her on the back, and she jumped 5 feet off the ground and then yelled at him. Yep, I've got another one in there. It's just won't stick down, that one. Great. I think I've got a dodgy batch here. There's a whole heap of them in there. It's another one. Hopefully they've given me way more than I need and it won't matter. Usually it's pretty good. I think there was only one that I've done where I've got right to the very end and there's only been like 3 beads of that colour left. I've got a video of shadow on my channel, Loretta. I can link it. If you give me a sec, I'll find it. She's pretty funny. I think hubby's playing a video game in the background actually, so you can hear like guns shooting, but it is a video game. You hear my mouse scrolling there. I've got 14 pages of videos now, 377 videos on my channel. Quite a few of them are unlisted because they're Patreon only ones. But yeah, it takes a while to find videos. I think I'm on the last page. Here we go. There's one of them. So that's one of them, maybe. Oh, hang on. No, let me just get rid of that. That's not right. It's being a pain. Hang on. I'll try that again. Done. I got too many open. Try that one. And there's another one of her being really silly. She plays games with us and talks to us. It's just funny. She's funny. She cracks me up. She's a little bit younger here, but she still does it. There's the second one. So we've got 2 there. Yeah, she's loads of fun. Keeps me occupied, that's for sure. She's a big talker. Oh, I think I'm going to go back to a smaller one because I'm having trouble with that bigger. Because there's so many dodgy ones in here, I was having trouble. Oh, you can see that one pop off there. I'm just going to fill out this top corner here and then we'll be done there. I can see, you can see them sort of popping off the page. If they are, you'd be able to see them here as well. And also you can feel them if they're a little bit higher up than the others and they're probably not pushed down properly. I'm going to click again because I'm right at the very end of this section. It's kind of satisfying when it clips in. It's like it's done, it's finished. You know, it's locking in. There's another circle one. Bye Nick, thanks for dropping in. A bit boring today. Don't need that many. Gonna need 3 or so there. Ugh. Yeah, that's me making all that noise, just grunting and groaning because I've missed sections or I drop something or I flick the tray up. 3 left over here. Look at that. That corner's nicely done. I think we'll finish it off. And I've decided to... She is cute. Did you go check her out? She's gorgeous. She's 9 years old now. Just turned 9 this year. Is that right? Yeah, my daughter was 10 when we got her. She just had her 19th. So yeah, 9 years old. And she's still just as much a kitten as she was when she was, you know, when we first got her. She was 12 weeks old. So Bengals, because they're bred by a breeder, the breeders don't let them go until they're 12 weeks, and they make sure that they've been spayed first, because they don't want you to breed them. If you want to breed them, you have to pay more money to buy them. So yeah, she was a little bit older when we got her, but yeah, she's just as much a kitten now as she was then. Usually they settle down after a few years, but no. My sister's got a silver Bengal as well, and hers is psychotic, does stupid things. So they've all got totally different personalities. And when they get together, they're funny as. She hasn't seen her in a long time though now, so... Yeah, my sister would just bring her down in a cat cage and they would play together. Alright, almost done this section. Yay! Oh, I keep getting round ones. I have to keep popping them out. Oops. That went well. Now normally if I was sitting on my little bench with my little table, I probably would have knocked my diamonds all over the place then. Lucky I'm sitting here on camera then. Oh, Manx. Are they the hairless ones or just normal? I think that Bengals are Asian Bengal tiger crossed with like a Egyptian Mau, however you say it. And I think they've mixed them with other cats as well, and I think Manx is one of them. This one's really tight. I'm having trouble getting that one in. Just move them across a little bit. Try a smaller one. Hey, that's the one that made them all pop out before. I've probably got them in my hair, you know, because that just popped out everywhere. Tailless. Oh, yep. Cute. I love cats. Big cats, little cats, all cats. I've always had a cat. It's funny, isn't it? When I was born, my mum got me a kitten. Or they got a kitten at the same time, and he used to curl up on the end of my bed every night until I was about 14, 15 years old, and he passed away. And then I got my little ginger kitty, which I loved to death. She got hit by a car when she was about 9 years old. Okay, I'm having trouble with these. They're not sticking very well. I'm just pushing them out. just adjusting them. So I'm moving them across a little bit. There's a couple of gaps, and sometimes there might be a diamond that's got like a little piece of, like that one there. It's really hard because let me see if I can focus that a bit better. It's really hard to see it in that green thing, but there's like a little bit of a lip on it, and sometimes if you stuck one down and then you try to stick a whole heap down, the little lip stops them from sort of moving really nice and close together, and the gaps aren't big enough when you come to doing the last ones, which is what's happened here. So when you say strange behavior, do you mean like... Oh no. Oh, pit bulls aren't very forgiving either. We had a pit bull attack one of our cows when I was a young girl living on the farm. People in the farm across the river from us used to have them, and their pit bulls had puppies, and the puppies were let loose into our yard, and they tried to kill one of our calves. It was quite sad. But yeah, when they bite, they don't let go. Little kitties would have had no hope. Yeah, and they won't let go either, though. Just once they've got what they want, you got to be practically hit them over the head to get them off. Another tight squeeze there. Oh no, they're not all like that, no. The ones I'm talking about had no discipline, and they were just running wild, basically. I think if they're loved and in a loving family, then they're less likely to be like that. But when they're just left to their own, it's a lot harder. Oh look, any animal's dangerous around children and things like that, so we should all keep watch. I wouldn't even trust my cat with a baby. You just never know. Yeah, that's right, Loretta. They're just, if they're left to their own, your cat would suffocate. Well, if it's sitting on your face, of course. There's actually a video, I have no idea, I saw it ages ago on Facebook, of this cat that it was a stray cat. It found a baby that had been abandoned, and it saved the baby's life. It was in maybe Russia or something, and it was winter, so there was snow and it was freezing, and it attached onto this baby and sat right next to it, giving it its body heat, and yeah, the baby lived. It was such a beautiful story, and the cat wouldn't leave the baby. It wouldn't leave. It had to sit right next to it to make sure it was safe. It was really cute. And I know dogs do stuff like that too. They're just so protective sometimes. Yes, you will, Linda, very carefully. We always lock Shadow up when we've got little kids around because we just don't know what she'll do. Yeah, my dog can't see them, so I'm not worried about my dog. She's blind and deaf. I don't think she'd even bother coming out of her kennel to see a baby. That would be too much effort. I've got another really tight squeeze here. This is why it's taking me so long in these sections, because they're tight squeezes. Maybe a little wonky. I'm probably on a bit of a funny angle under the camera. We used to have a Dalmatian Greyhound cross, very weird cross, but we got it from a pound, and extremely fast. Anyway, she was like to my younger kids, she was like a horse to them. They used to climb all over her, and she's just so placid. She kind of looked like a greyhound, but looked like she was strange. A Dalmatian as well. She didn't have a skinny face like a greyhound. She had like a thicker face like the Dalmatians do. And she was quite tall. Yay, look at that, guys. Nearly done. So I'm actually doing diamond painting. So this is, it's an image that's been printed on a canvas, and then instead of painting on that canvas like a paint by numbers or something, you're actually doing diamond by numbers. So this is the diamonds. They're actually plastic pieces of, you know, square pieces of plastic, but and they're kind of shiny looking, so when I move this in the light you can see it's kind of shiny. And then you just, it's like paint by numbers, so you just place the diamonds in the number. So all of my diamonds have got numbers or letters or shapes, and you place the diamond in the spot where it says on the canvas, and you end up with a finished picture. And this is what it would look like when it's finished, hopefully. So yeah, it's not actually painting, but that's what they call it. Yeah, it's weird. They call this a drill tray, this is a drill, and this is mud. So I don't know where painting comes from. Building? So I've done the top corner now. And it's taken me an hour and a half to do that 10 by 5 centimeter square. This one is massive. This one's a 60 by 80, so it'll take up a wall. But you can get smaller sized ones, so I've done a few different sizes. This one's I don't even know what size this one is actually. It's part of a 5 set, so this one here is a 3 size. This is a mermaid that I've just got this top section to finish on her. But yeah, so all of that's done. So that's a 3 size. And I've done another one with an Aurora one that's also a 3 size as well. Just trying to get it out there for you. So that's a Aurora one that I did. There's two people standing on a thing. There's actually a review on it, this one. I haven't got it framed yet, but I'd like to have this one up on my wall. It's so pretty. I love the purples and blues in it. I've got a few going, but this one was from Nikki Burnette, the colouring book artist. She's also an artist as well as a colouring book artist. And it's actually one of her paintings that's been put onto this one. Yeah, a lot of work. My sister did me one. This one's actually a circle one, so the dimensions are actually round. It's got a frame on it, so there's you can see my lights and that in the background there, but yeah, these are actually round dimensions. You can hardly tell that they're round, they just don't clip together as close as what the other ones do. That was really dusty. Yeah, I'm broke too. No books for me. Yeah, 60 centimeters by 80 centimeters is this one. It is huge. I didn't realize how big it was until I opened the box. It does actually say on when I purchased it that it was that size, but I don't think I actually took notice. I was just really grabbing it because Nikki had done it and I wanted to help her out a little bit by doing one. And yeah, when I got it in the mail it was huge. So so this is what I mean by this container's annoying. See there? They're all down the sides. And they're hard to get out when they get up in there. If you don't have nails, it's a pain. There's actually a darker coloured one up in the corner there, so I've got a tiny little funnel that I use to tip them all out of their original bags into these containers. These are the ones I just got on eBay. They're the same as these little pink ones, but they're clear. These are really good. They're just a little container. They're each individually, the lid goes on individually, so you don't have to pop all of the lids off, which some containers are like. So this is good because it's got its own little lid, but it doesn't hold a lot, so you need a few. Most of the colours for this particular one, because it's so big, most of the colours took up multiple, like that whole row is one colour. There's a few here that are single ones, but yeah. R. But yeah, I didn't want to put these are the I and the Z. There's far too many of those. There was hundreds of bags. So I've placed those into Ziploc bags. Five of these on eBay, the containers. Hello, Shadow. She knows I'm finishing. Hi, Shadow. Hi. What are you doing? What? You saying hello? You saying hello? I had one of these containers, a little clip broke on the main container, but it still works. Shadow. I actually ordered these, when I ordered these off Wish, They were supposed to be purple, but they came pink. So, I don't know. It's a wish. You don't ever get anything that you actually think you're getting. What's the matter, Shadow? She's got, she knows I've changed things, so she's walking around looking at what I've just opened. I don't have as much trouble with diamond painting as I do cross stitch. I find my hands get too sore with the needle, whereas this isn't quite as, I don't have to put quite as much effort in. I'm just going to cut that edge off because it's just going to annoy me. And when I come to the next part, I'll roll this down and do the next bit. But look at that, that's all I. It's all the same letter in there. These ones here you can see are slightly different, but I think I might move to the middle next time and do some colours for us. Let me have a look. Oh, there you go. I should have started in here. Let me just move the mic. Should have done that bit. So that's the top of the mask that she's got on. So there's loads and loads of different colours all through there. It's yeah, I was just saying, on big images like this, I'm actually doing a massive I'll probably just show you the picture. Hang on, I'll just grab it. This one's also probably around the same size as this one here. No, I don't have it. It's rolled up in the back of my cupboard, but this is one I just finished for my mum. And it came out really pretty. And that one was, I think, might have been 50 by 50, so it was quite big. It actually might have been bigger. It might have been the same 60 by 60. But I've done a few now. I've got another one sitting there to do for my mum, but oh, I haven't even looked at it. It's a bird sitting on a log. And that one's actually smaller in size that way, but it's probably about the same length as this one. She's getting it framed. At the moment she's got it just flattened out on her lounge room floor underneath some books, but she's going to get a frame made up for it and stick them up on her wall. I had a friend help me with that one, and we worked on it every week for a few hours a week to get it finished. Well, Gillian, that tiny little 10 by 5 square took me an hour and a half. So yeah, it takes a long time. Hello. Hi. What would you like? She's telling me off. I'm not sure what she wants. What do you want? What? Come on. She likes to roll over and get belly rubs, but you have to be real careful because she's scratchy, aren't she? You scratchy? She's just sucking up to me right now. Let me see if I can pop the camera on her. Hi, Shadow. Hi. Come up here and say hello. Come up here. Shadow. See, she's fussy. She has different sounds. Yeah, she tells you off, she really meows. When she's talking, she kind of nats like a natter. When she's talking to the bird, she's funny. Come on. Come here. And she knows that I'm trying to get her attention, so now she's just going to ignore me. Come on. We can see you. We can. No. No. That's her little tunnel. There are toys in the background there. She likes to play with toys. Don't you, Shadow? She's upside down, but... Hello. Hi. What are you doing? Come on. Come on. What? Wearing Batman today. Let's pop my camera back. Oh, sorry, make you all sick there. Yeah, when she runs through the tunnel though, it sounds like a packet of chips opening. It's really loud because it's like crunchy material inside it. They love it. But she likes to hide in there and she plays all sorts of games in there. It's quite funny. One of them sort of curled up into a ball and she just sort of tries to climb in and out of that. It's quite funny. Got a whole bag of toys and she just goes in there and puts her head in and grabs out a toy and runs around with it. Completely oblivious to any of us around her. She had a ball, just a little soft like baby ball toy, and she played with it that much that all of the acrylic fluff on the outside of the ball basically fell off, and then the bits in the middle started to fall out, so we had to get her a new ball because it just fell to bits. But yeah. Hi Shadow, you back again? Yeah, she knows that I want her attention, so she's ignoring me now. Anyhow guys, I'm gonna run away, let you guys get some sleep, or have an afternoon, or wherever you are. I'm here in Australia, so it's 3:45 in the afternoon. One of our daughters is due to be picked up from work soon, so I'm going to head off and do that, and I'm going to finish doing my swatching. Oh my gosh, I'm going to go back to this. I'm up to dark red here in the corner. This is a polychromos one. But yeah, I did this all afternoon yesterday. This is the Prismacolor one. And then I had to go and rub out all of the words so I could read them. But these are really awesome. I can't wait to do the other one, but they really help you with blending and making a blend. So you know, if you wanted a blend of oranges, say you started with this one here, any of the colors that are sitting around it would blend with that color, and then you'd go from that. Say I picked that one, and then if I want to blend out further or darker, darker's coming this way, so if I wanted a shadow color, I'd pick one of those colors off there. It's really handy. So they're by Sandy Elnock. She does artclass.com is her website. She does these color charts in Copic and those as well, and she does like watercolor classes and Copic classes and things too, so you can buy courses to do through her too. Also you can do stuff through Patreon for me as well, with the Copics and pencil and everything else. Sandy Elnock. Elnock. Hang on, I'll grab a link for you. She's pretty awesome. Let me find her. So she's got two websites. One's called artclass.com where she does classes, and then she's got her normal website where she sells all of these charts. So this is her website. And just before I go, I'll grab the other one for you as well, which is Art Classes. that one. So if you want to check her out, go check her out. She's got some awesome stuff. She's got a channel as well, where she teaches little crafty ideas. She makes cards and things like that. So I don't do cards, they take me too long. And I get frustrated too easily. I used to do scrapbooking years ago, but I just, yeah, I'll just colour. And do diamond paintings and paint by numbers. Yeah, the other ones are new. So she's also got a Luminance one as well. The Luminance one I didn't get because I don't have the full set yet, and I'm not looking at getting them anytime soon. I've run out of money now. But yeah, they're really good. They're really handy to have. They're $5.95 US each, I think. I think it was $11.98 or something for both of them. I can't remember. But that's US, so here in Australia that worked out to be about $17 or something. So yeah, hit like, guys. Subscribe. I don't normally do live like this. Normally I do live colour alongs, which I'll be back again next Friday, finishing off our beautiful image that we're doing at the moment, the Lily girl. So we've got 2 more weeks of her left. Oh wow, thank you so much, Sarah. Thank you. Yeah, so if you want to come and check out the colour alongs, I know a lot of you are already in there, but for those that are new, I've popped my group link in the description below as well, so on Facebook, so come check it out. If you want the image for free, you got to get in before the end of the colour along, otherwise it'll get taken down and you won't be able to get it. You can get it by buying it on Etsy, but yeah. You like these type? Well, that's good to know. Well, I quite often I quite often do a lot of my stuff for videos and things at night, and there's everybody around, so that's why I don't do a lot of the live streams. But yeah, I'll try to get maybe 2 in a week then for you. Maybe a Sunday and a Monday. Really? No, well, I'm in Victoria, so not on the Gold Coast, but I know a couple of people who live up there. Yeah, we're down in the freezing cold, not quite as far as Sharon is down in Tassie, but so the image we're doing at the moment is I don't know how to say it. Is it 80 Schaefer? Well, that's a shortened name. But the next one we're doing is Lowe's up that way, yeah. The next image we're doing for the colour along, I've got Heather Valentine doing me a special image for the next one. So it'll be Halloween themed for October. So that's really exciting. I haven't seen it yet. She's still drawing it. So we will see it soon. I'm excited about that one. Yeah, she's brilliant. Actually, all of the artists that have given me images have been awesome. We've got some stuff from Christine Karen so far. We've had Heather Valentine. We've had Fabrica Fantasy. Also, Fabrica Fantasy have brought out a new book. I'll try and do a flip through of that this week too. But yeah, we've had heaps. We've also got Michelle Tracy coming up, Heather Valentine, another from Jade Summer, another from Christine Karen. But yeah, I've been offered heaps, so it's been great. It's really good that they're happy to chip in and give an image for it. So yeah, Heather hasn't been well, so I've just been, she's just so nice though, really giving. But yeah, I hope she gets better. It is, I know. Loretta, it's really great. I mean, being on YouTube now for a year, and artists are really great. They give me a lot of stuff, which is really good to show you guys. But I find it really hard to keep up too. Like, you know, even just trying to get an image colored from one of them, I find it gets hard with so many different things out there. But I do try my best to get you guys the best stuff, but it's really hard. Like Jade Summer bring out a book nearly every single week, so we've got so many coming through. They've actually just brought out a couple of new ones this week that I haven't had a chance to even look at yet. It's just been so busy. Yes, she does actually. Yeah, she's had a certain artist stealing some of her images earlier on, and also more recently as well, which I don't understand. The good thing about Jade Summer books though is that they've been bringing them out at like $3.99 for the first day of, you know, they'll bring out the book, and for the first day it'll only be like $3.99 US, so that's really good. You know, you can get them quite good. And sometimes like on Etsy, Jade Summer will do like buy 10 books get 5 free, like, so you're only paying for 5 of them but you're getting the other 5 for free. I've done it like that a few times where they've had a sale on. So when they do that, I do try to pop it up in my group for you guys, because it's a great opportunity to grab some stuff that you might have been looking at. But sometimes in a Jade Summer book you might only like 2 images, so it is hard. But I think they're thinking about doing some digital stamps so that you can just go and buy 1 image rather than a whole book. So that's something that's coming up too, which will be good. Well, this is actually, Loretta, this is another artist who's actually quite popular, who has stolen Heather's stuff and copied her images. So that's why I think it's really hard and sad, because she's already popular. Why do something like that? It doesn't make sense to me. But yes, I have heard of a few artists that are very hard to get along with. So I have a list of them that I won't associate with, which is sad. Like I'm sure that all you guys have probably had stuff where you've noticed things, but I'm not going to mention any names, of course. But yeah, it's really sad because Heather works really hard, and being unwell as well, it's hard for her, and I just feel for her going through all that as well. But yeah. Yeah. You guys have all gone quiet again. I think I forget that there's a lag. There's like a 40-second lag or something. So I say stuff and then you guys respond, and then you probably wonder why I don't respond straight away. It's kind of a little weird, but yeah. Well, I've given you heaps of info to have a look at today, but I needed some water. No, it's not because I'm in Australia, it's just because of YouTube. Actually, could be our internet too. I think we're a little slower here. I have been having trouble with my computer, so the process is a little bit slow, which could probably make the internet slower as well. So, but guys, I'm done. So I'm going to head off, and I will catch you during the week and in the group, and also, yeah, Patreon, all those places. Don't forget to like. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. I upload videos every couple of days, so yeah, all good. All right, I'm going to go now. Thanks so much, Shara. That was really lovely of you. Bye guys. Thanks again for coming and dropping in. I know it was late notice too.